Hello my wonderful YouTube friends, I am back. I was really wanting to make more videos lately and I didn't really know what to talk about, and then I thought, what do I know about? Happy things. I know a lot about happy things. So today we're going to talk about making positive changes and things that can make like positive impacts in your life. It'll be a good time. So yes, the background today is my couch. It's full of husky dog fur. I have this lovely throw. It's also really soft. And people always get us throws and blankets for Christmas, so we have a ton. But anyways, today's video is about making positive changes, things you can do to be a little bit happier. Maybe I'll come up with a better title before posting, but I was thinking while trying to figure out what to make videos about like, what do I know a lot about? And I realized that people generally, when they're telling me about me, or like they'll say what people say about me, it's usually that I'm like positive and I seem so happy and blah blah blah. And of course I am not perfect at that all of the time, but I was like, maybe I could give out some of my thinking and like maybe it will impact you. I've never Googled like how to be happier or anything on YouTube, but Googled on YouTube. Anyways, I mean, they are the same company, right? I've never really looked it up, but I'm just gonna go off of things that I think make everything better. So here are my tips. One of the first things I can say is that it does help to surround yourself with like inspiration on the thing you're trying to change. So if you're waking up and feeling generally grumpy or something like that on the regular, you should surround yourself with positive, happy things. You need to like set yourself up to be successful at creating and changing habits. So for example, I like fitness and weightlifting, and I like trying to like look and feel good, and those things, when I do those things, I feel more successful in my overall life and more happy. So I have to set myself up to make sure I'm doing those things that make me feel better. So even if you're like, if you prefer video gaming and that makes you feel better and you're happy and you enjoy it, you gotta set yourself up to like have the time to do that and things like that. Try to make time for the things that make you feel better about you. I think you should do whatever makes you feel better about yourself. That's like my motto. I'm like, you do what makes you feel good about you. So that's fitness, if that's gaming, if that's reading, like drawing, whatever. It doesn't have to be even in this, what I listed, like even close. Like do what makes you feel good about yourself. And then you're gonna feel really good. And then when you go out into the world, you'll be able to like radiate that. So I do a lot of either fitness or photography. These things like calm me, they make me feel better. Fitness makes me feel like I look better and I actually feel better and I'm stronger because I lift, and I suck at cardio stuff, but I do feel better when I actually get it done, right? And then like taking photos makes me feel relaxed. It makes me feel creative and calm, and so I will take my camera out even without like a model, and just shoot the leaves or flowers or something, and then I'll come home and I'll edit, and it's so relaxing. And so you should do those things that make you feel really good. Don't hesitate to also do things like put up quotes in your house that inspire you. Of course, you're gonna look at it one day and then the next you're gonna totally ignore it. So feel free to make those changes, like maybe set a reminder in your phone every day to put a new quote up on your wall or something, like a whiteboard. Something that just makes you feel better and reminds you that everything is okay. It's gonna be okay. That's a tip too. Everything is gonna be okay. Like, I'm not gonna say that things could be worse, because maybe that's as worse as it gets. I don't know. I don't live your life. You don't live mine. But at the end of the day, I am someone who struggles with some things, and so I worry a lot, and I have to tell myself, but it's gonna be okay. Like either way, we'll deal with it then. Like that's a song for a different time to worry about. Like we don't have time for that right now. We have to focus on this. Like it's that same idea of like, what if this thing goes wrong? Well, what if it just goes right? Like, then you can just enjoy yourself. It's just a thought process change. And if you have a quote like that up, like, what if it goes right? Then everything is gonna be okay. And you just need that reminder sometimes. So surround yourself with those things that make you feel better and remind you that that's what your focus is on. It's feeling better today. You can put up quotes about the thing you love. So if it's fitness or you're trying to get in shape, you're gonna feel happier if you are successful at your goals. So you put up fitness quotes, or if you're studying for school, if you put up things that like inspire you to be really good at school and to study and things like that. Whatever your goals are, you wanna go after those. Goals help with happiness. Like I am so miserable between goals. Like I feel so depressed. I don't know what to do with myself. Like I need something to work for. I have to like give my all to something, and I can't say anything else. Like that's just, I need it. And when I'm in between goals, I'm just not happy. I'm just a different person. It's nice to relax sometimes and not have to like go diving into everything, but I very quickly miss having something to work for and talk about and things like that. So we also need to recognize that we're not going to be perfect. I am actually not happy 100% of the time. I mean, even my husband can tell you that, or my mom or my sister, or people who are close to me and live with me. Like, I can be extra hard on myself, but you're not going to be the most perfect at making changes in your life and just feeling good all the time. You're going to have those downsides, but don't take them as like, it's never going to get better. Like, never give yourself the always or never statements. Like, that's not how this works. Like, those are bad statements to have in your head. Try to avoid using always and never, like, and you'll feel better. Trust me. It's like, even when you're like, when you're thinking about someone else, like if you're saying like, oh, this person like never does this and this person always does this, like, but really that's not normally the reality, you're not going to feel very good. But if you take that out and you're like, sometimes this person does this and this bugs me, then you'll feel better and it won't seem as harsh, especially if you're trying to like confront someone. Next, I would say is get rid of things that don't make you feel good. Just get rid of them. Just kidding. I know it's not that easy. Breaking habits that don't make you feel good can actually be pretty hard. So one of mine that I've been working on changing recently is that I feel like drinking impacts my life negatively. When I was in college and I had a shuttle from campus to downtown and the drinks were all on sale and my friends were out and we just danced for a few hours and drank and it was a good time. I loved it. I was so happy. It was my favorite time of my life at that point. And I never felt more like I was living my life. But as I get older, I notice that it like gets in the way of things more. And so it's like, okay, I drank last night and now I feel like crap. Or I drank last night and I spent a lot more money than I should have. Or I drank last night and now my fitness goals are off and things like that. Those negatively impact the things that make me happy in life. So I just have to make changes there where like maybe I won't get drunk if I drink, like things like that. Another thing is like laziness. Like, it can be so tempting when you get home from work to just go lay on the couch and binge watch Netflix, and there is a time and place for that. And there are times you should do that sometimes. Like, sometimes that's what you need to be happier. But it's like lazy habits aren't getting you anywhere, really. So like, yes, you can bond and converse with someone about that show that you just binge watched, but other than that, you're also probably putting off other things that you enjoy. So, of course, I do support it. Again, what makes you feel good about you? Sometimes that's catching up on my shows. And I actually binge watch a lot while I edit photography. So I'm doing the thing I love, but I also need something going on the side. So, just watch your lazy habits and you know what they are. And like another thing would be picking up after yourself. It can be so easy after like a hard day at work or the whole work week or anything like that to just leave your stuff everywhere when you're in a rush. But picking up after yourself will impact your life so much, because not only are you doing something that makes you feel better, your environment impacts like how you feel. So if I don't clean the kitchen at night and I wake up in the morning and the kitchen's dirty, I am like already off to a bad start. But if I cleaned the kitchen, even if I didn't want to, you have to do these things even if you don't want to, I know that I'll wake up and I'll feel happier. And just know that sometimes you have to do the things you don't really want to do, but you just get up and just do it and things are better for you. So that's another good one. Just don't be lazy about it. Just get up and take care of what you need to take care of. Of course, it's not always ideal. You're not always going to be perfect, but it will help. Another tip on the getting rid of unpositive maybe habits is think about if it's going to make you feel better or if it's going to make you feel worse. So for example, on the drinking thing, if I want to go out and get drunk, I need to like be in a good mood already. Like, I'm not going to do it if I'm in a bad mood, because that's just going to get amplified. So just like try to check in with yourself on the regular to be like, hey, is this going to make me feel better or is this going to make me feel worse? Am I going to regret this later? It's like, for example, if you're on like, man, I can only relate things to like things I do, I feel like, but let me think. All right, so assume you're on a basketball team and you have a big game coming up, and today you don't feel like going to practice, and you can totally get away with skipping it because you can fake sick or something. But at the end of the day, if you like check in and you're like, is it gonna make me feel better that I like skipped this, or is it gonna make me feel worse? You might have to like check in and be like, now I feel worse. because now I'm not gonna be at my peak performance level when we get to the big game. Or maybe it will make you feel better. Maybe you really need the break. Like, so you just have to ask yourself, it's like, which one is more beneficial to you? You gotta check in. Another thing that I think a lot of people stress about that like takes away from their own happiness is like worrying about other people and what other people are doing. So like, for example, like judging someone else. You're just like, oh my gosh, why did this person cut me off? And now I'm angry. Or now this person is driving 5 under and now I'm angry. You don't have to be angry. Just gonna say it. And I know, because sometimes I'm in a rush and I'm like, gosh, why are we going 5 under and it's only 1 lane in this neighborhood and I could be going like 15 over, which you shouldn't do. But like, you know, when you have those thoughts and you're just like frustrated, that's on you. It's not always their fault. Like, of course some drivers are gonna be rude. Like, I can't fix everyone. Just kidding. But just remember that like people have their own thing going on. So for example, I might get frustrated because I'm in a rush on the road, but at the end of the day, that is on me. I'm in the rush. I'm the one that left last minute or forgot something or something like that happened. Like something got in my way, and so now I'm in a rush because I hate being late. But the person in front of me's going slow. And they might just be older. Like, what if they're just older and they can't like react to things as quickly, but they can legally drive? So, I mean, or what if, okay, like one time I had to drive my mom around after a surgery and I had to go like under the speed limit because like the bumps in the road would hurt her. And it was so stressful because all the cars had to go around me and it was like a regular city road. And it just like, it was hard on me as the driver. And I can only imagine that like some people behind me were like, why isn't she going? But really my mom had was in pain and I was driving her somewhere, and it just like, everyone's got different things going on. Everyone has different circumstances. You don't have to worry about everything else. Like some people they all just have different circumstances. They're all dealing with their own things. Some problems that you have, your best friend doesn't have. Your best friend does have problems that you don't. Like, you know, and we all were like born into different families and places and born with different genetics and had different experiences, and that's my biggest thing. And maybe it's like the psych person in me, but like I think that justifies a lot of things. Like that person's the way they are because of all of the things that they been through and how they got here on this planet and the family they grew up with and what happened to them over life. And if you're stuck in like a negative vortex, it can be hard to break out of. So I just think that, you know, you got to give people a break sometimes, but of course sometimes you're not going to be perfect. So I'm the same way. I get frustrated. Finally, I would say, again, do things that make you feel good about yourself. So dressing up is one thing. So I think clean spaces and taking care of yourself as a human are probably the most important things you could do to feel better. So if you're not into fitness, but you can still find time to like go on a walk, because that gets you up and moving and it gets your get the vitamin D from the sun, you get the endorphins or something. I don't really know about that, but I personally, when I moved here, I like always went on walks because I never had friends, so I just walked to the park every day, and like, but it did make me feel better at the end of the day, and I was like taking care of myself. Same with like maybe choosing to eat something that might be better for you, and then like put on a nice outfit, put your hair and makeup on. Like I feel better now, and I don't think girls should have to wear makeup and do their hair every morning, but like some days I want it. I'm like, I want this. I want to look like this nice. I'm in gym clothes, but it's fine. And so I think that like if you're feeling down, it can really impact you to just do something that's for you. So be it go to the gym, be it go on a walk, or maybe just go sightseeing. Maybe just drive through, like I live near the mountains, so I can just drive through the mountains. Or people watching, maybe go get coffee, but maybe you dress up to get coffee, or maybe you just go in sweats. If you feel like just being comfy that day, it will serve you to dress comfortably and things like that. So serve yourself, because you can't really spread the sunshine without like making yourself feel sunshiny. You gotta feel like it. So I hope that this video was at least somewhat helpful, kind of spread some light on things, some healthy ideas for people to have, and maybe some new thoughts and inspiration to feel a little better or to, you know, get a little closer to your goals. yeah, okay, well, happy Saturday for me. I don't know what day of the week you're watching this, so happy Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. And I hope you're all having a very sunshiny day now. I hope you feel even better now that you watched this video. Maybe watching my videos is part of those things that makes you feel better. I don't really know. Okay, I'm rambling at this point. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe to me if you want more, because I actually have a few videos planned on the topic. So, yeah. Okay, bye.